Your dreams have a purpose. This introduction, using dreams to heal your life. Have you ever awakened from a dream and thought, what in the world was that about? Maybe it was so vivid that you could still feel it long after you opened your eyes. Maybe you've had the same dream or the same kind of dream over and over again. Or perhaps you've awakened with the unmistakable feeling that the dream is trying to tell you something. What if it was? What if your dreams aren't simply random pictures your brain makes while you're asleep? What if they can help you understand what's happening in your life, recognize patterns you haven't been able to see, receive guidance, and even help you heal? Welcome, Dr. Reverend Elena Skyhawk, and today we're taking a journey into the world of dreams. Dreams have been a part of my life for a very long time. I've worked with dreams for years, but my relationship with dreaming began long before I ever thought of teaching it. I've experienced many kinds of dreams throughout my life. I've had nightmares. I've had dreams that warned me about something. I've had dreams that seemed to prepare me for the events before they happened. I've received guidance through dreams. I've experienced dreams connected with healing. I've had dreams that taught me something about myself or showed me something I wasn't consciously seeing. And I've had dreams that seem to reach beyond this lifetime and beyond our ordinary understanding of time and reality. Over the years, my own spiritual work developed. I began to look at dreams differently. I stopped seeing them as simply as strange stories that happened while I slept. I began paying attention and began asking questions. Why this dream? Why now? Why did I feel that way? Why did that particular person, animal, place, or object appear? And perhaps more importantly, what is this dream asking me to see? Those questions changed the way I work with dreams. Eventually, dreams became part of my work as a shamanic healer and spiritual teacher, not only in my own healing, but in helping others understand the messages and patterns appearing in their lives. And that's what this new series is really going to be about. Dreams are about more than prediction. When people think about spiritual dreams, there's often a tendency to immediately think about prophetic dreams that predict the future. Yes, those kinds of dreams do occur. But if that's all we're looking for, we're missing an enormous part of what dreaming can offer us. Dreams direction can offer encouragement. They can bring something to our attention that we've been ignoring. They can help us work through our emotions. They can stimulate creativity. They can reveal patterns. They can help us understand relationships. They can bring forward memories, and they can provide spiritual guidance. And sometimes they can become part of the healing process itself. Physical healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing. A dream may show you something your conscious mind hasn't been willing or able to recognize. And sometimes the dreams keep coming back until you finally pay attention. That's one of the reasons we'll be talking about reoccurring dreams in this series. If something's knocking on the door, eventually it might be a good idea to answer it. So everyone dreams. One of the things I hear from people is, but Elena, I don't dream. Yes, you do. Plain and simple. You may not remember your dreams, but dreaming is a natural part of sleep. And remembering dreams is something you can work with. You don't have to wake up tomorrow morning remembering a 2-hour adventure in full Technicolor. Sometimes dreams work begins with just one tiny little fragment. A face, a color, an animal, a feeling, a room, or even a sentence. Even the feeling you have when you wake up can be important. Instead of immediately grabbing your phone, jumping out of bed, or your mental list of everything you do that day, give yourself a moment. Stay still. Ask yourself, what was I just dreaming? And don't force it. Invite it. Sometimes an image will come back, then another, and another. This is one of the practices we'll look together as we go deeper into this series. And remember, you are the most important interpreter of your dreams. Now, this is something I want you to remember throughout everything we're going to do together. Your dream belongs to you. That means you are ultimately the most important interpreter of it. Dream dictionaries can be interesting, sometimes give us ideas or help us see possibilities that we haven't even considered. But a symbol doesn't necessarily mean exactly the same thing to everyone. Suppose you dream about a dog. For one person, a dog may represent unconditional love, companionship, loyalty, protection. For someone who is badly frightened or attacked by a dog as a child, that same symbol could carry an entirely different emotional meaning. So if I simply tell both people a dog means loyalty, I may completely miss what the dream is communicating. We have to look at the dreamer's relationship with the symbol. What does it mean to you? How did it feel in the dream? How did you feel in the dream? What is happening in your life right now? What associations come up when you think about that person, animal, place, or object? Dream interpretation isn't simply translating symbols from a universal guidebook. It's learning the language of your own inner and spiritual. And once you begin learning that language, dreams can become extraordinary teachers. Can reveal patterns. This is where dream becomes particularly powerful for healing. Sometimes we can see patterns in everybody else's life. We're wonderful at that, aren't we? We can look at a friend and think, why does she keep using the same kind of relationship? Or why does he keep putting himself in the same situation over and over again? But seeing our own patterns can be considerably harder. Dreams have a way of slipping around defenses. They may show us the same situation in a completely different form. They may exaggerate something so we'll notice it. They may use symbols. They may bring people back or situations from the past. And sometimes they repeat themselves. That's when I become particularly curious. Instead of asking, how do I make this dream stop? We might begin by asking, What haven't I understood yet? That's a very different relationship with the dream. Instead of treating it as something happening to us, we begin working with it. Another thing, you can also ask for help through your dreams. Dream work doesn't always have to be passive. You don't necessarily have to wait and hope a dream happens. Going to sleep, you can set an intention. You can ask for guidance about something you're struggling with. You can ask for clarity. You can ask to be shown what you need to understand about a situation. You can ask for healing. Then you let go of the expectation that the answer must arrive in a particular form. It might not arrive that night. It might arrive symbolically. It may surprise you. And sometimes the answer is very different from the one you thought you wanted. Spirit has a funny sense of humor that way. We'll talk much more about working emotionally with dreams as this series develops. So now you might be wondering, why the heck are you talking about dreams now? Well, I'm beginning this series now because years ago, I developed and taught a workshop called Use Dreams to Heal Your Life. I wrote a very long book for it, but that work eventually became part of my graduate research and thesis. Recently, as I was I found those original materials again. My workbooks, the teachings, my thesis, everything that I've developed over the years. And I began bringing all of that material together in a book. Going back through it has reminded me how much wisdom can come through our dreams when we learn to listen to them. So as I work on the book, I thought, why not take you on the journey with me? Over the coming weeks, we're going to explore things like how to interpret spiritually, especially why dreams happen, how dreams can reveal patterns, need healing, how to remember your dreams, how to work with the symbols, and how to begin recognizing the different ways dreams may communicate with you. I'm sure we'll wander into a few other interesting places along the way, because dreams have a tendency to do that. So start. For now, I'm going to give you one simple assignment. Before you go to sleep, take a moment and simply say, I am open to remembering my dreams. That's all. Don't demand a dream. Don't hunt for one. Just extend the invitation. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, don't immediately move. Stay still for a few moments. Notice what you're feeling. Ask yourself, what was I just dreaming? If you remember something, even one tiny fragment, write it down. Don't worry about interpreting it yet. We're going to learn how to do that together. For now, we're simply beginning to listen. Because your dreams may have been speaking to you for a long time, and perhaps now you're ready to hear them. In our next video, we're going to begin explaining how to interpret your dreams spiritually, and why understanding your dreams requires much more than looking up in a dream dictionary. If this is something you'd like to explore with me, subscribe, join me as we continue this journey. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you remember your dreams? And have you ever had a dream that you knew was more than just a dream? Until next time, walk in beauty.